Today we're going to bring in the first animals to this new Norwegian zoo project. I also came up with a name for the place, Valpsund Zoo. Valpsund is just a fictive name based on other places in Norway. The seal pool is right next to the entrance. It was important for me to place it on this side of the map, so it could be as close as possible to the sea in the background. Then we can imagine the water in the pool is pumped in from the ocean, which is a technique used in some real-life aquariums. Water is always a tricky element to work with within this game, so you might notice some jumps in this speed build, since I had to play around with some issues the water was creating along the way. As mentioned in the first episode, I will focus on Norwegian wildlife and species from the Arctic in this zoo. After building this habitat, I've been thinking about expanding that concept a bit, since I feel like I might have more space to do with than what it first looked like, but I'm not really sure about that yet. Grey seals can be found across most of the Norwegian coastline, so they are among the native wildlife in this park. It is the first time I played around with the seals in Planet Zoo. I have always wanted to, but never had a project going they would fit into. They're well made, I think. I really like their behaviors, especially the fact that the seal pup will stay on land all the time, as they would in real life. The only thing I really dislike about them is that they sound more like sea lions than seals. After I finished recording this video, I worked a bit more in and around this habitat. I added another building to the staff area and found a better place for the gate into the enclosure. I also did some work in the guest area, but all that we can look at the end of the video. I still need to work on some educational signs for the seals, but we might save that for when we got more animals in the park. Then we can do multiple signs at once. Maybe that could even become a video as well. If you enjoyed this new zoo project, don't forget to like and hit the subscribe button. And then I'll see you at the end of the video for a small tour of the zoo so far. I hope you enjoyed the speed build. I'm back with you now. So let's head in through the entrance. This is a bit of a temporary solution. I hope we get these new kind of stands for the information booth at one point. So until then he'll be selling cupcakes here instead. And this is maybe not the nicest little gateway, but that's how it is for now. So here we are. I never showed off this side. Not a lot is going on here. There's a toilet in there. Otherwise, I planted some more trees. And we can go to the seal pool. So their main land area is here. And I made this new way for the staff. Yeah, there's a bit of an issue when an animal has been to the vet. It will end up here. And I don't believe they can get down by themselves. No, it can move around here just so. I always have to do that myself. That's a bit of an issue, but it works perfect for the staff. And you saw me build this building. I added the water filtration to it. I don't normally use them when I play in Sandbox, but I thought it looked kinda nice here. And I added another staff building over here. So it's a nice little background for the enclosure, as well as kinda looks like it's part of the enclosure almost. Here we got the small platform for the educational speaker, which also works great, and the seals can come up here and get a treat. And this works like a separation part, or at least an implied separation part. And the seating area, worked a bit on the details here as well. I think I could use a bit more lighting still, but I also added lights all over the place. And this is where we will start to go next time, I think. Not sure that will turn into a speed build, but I will show it off somehow. And I think what ends up in there might even be visible down here. So we'll play around with that. So that was a quick look at the zoo so far. I hope you enjoyed it. And otherwise you should look forward to the next video in Valpsund Zoo.